Hey everyone, this is Teacher Ryan, and today we are going to talk about agreeing and disagreeing in English. Okay, now, in different cultures, agreeing and disagreeing look different, right? Some cultures are very direct. They say exactly what they think. Other cultures kind of don't exactly say what they want to. They kind of, maybe they make a face or they say something very gentle, right? So when we learn to agree or disagree in a language, we're also learning some culture that influences the way we speak. So I will say American culture, sometimes we are very direct, okay? And then sometimes we want to be, maybe we want to be more polite or we want to be more professional. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so first we'll start with the easy one, agree. Okay, now these are written on the board from strong down to weak agreement, okay? So this first one, I totally agree. That's pretty strong. Now remember, Americans, we usually say things a little bit stronger than we mean. Okay, so if my friend is telling me a story, I might say, oh, I totally agree, okay? Because I want to show some support for my friend, okay? But I may not 100% agree. I just want to show support for my friend, okay? Or this one, also very strong. I couldn't agree more. Like it's not possible, okay? So like it's not possible for me to agree with you more, okay? That's really, really strong. But again, if it's my friend, I might say that, you know, if my friend is mad at her boyfriend, I'm like, I couldn't agree more, right? Because I want to show her my support. Okay. Also, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a great word to just put in a conversation. Okay, if you agree with someone, oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Me too, right? This can have a few different layers of agreement. You can be just expressing, oh, I like cheese. Oh, me too. Okay. Or, you know, but it's just kind of like a sign of agreement. Okay, now we're getting a little bit weaker. That's true. And depending on your tone of voice, depending on your facial expression, that's true could be really agree, or a little bit agree, or it could be sarcastic, or it could be a doubt, right? So depending on how I say this, if I'm like, yeah, that's true, okay, now I'm making this, I can make this stronger, but I can also make it weaker. I could say, yeah, that's true, but, yeah, and then continue my thought, okay? So this one really depends on my face. It really depends on the tone of voice, okay? So be careful with this one when you're writing. If you're writing an email, be careful with it because it can change meaning based on how you say it. Okay, and then the last one, you have a point, okay? This is kind of like that's true, but it's smaller, okay? Because a point is like 1 point, right? Okay, you have a point. This means that I agree with some of what you're saying. There's some things in what you're saying. Yeah, you have a point. But what about la la la, okay? So again, be careful in an email with this because you want to be clear what point are they talking about? So agreement is a little bit easier to understand culturally and to understand linguistically. Okay, and we have some strong and we have some weak. Okay. Disagree is a little bit more scary. Why? Because sometimes you don't know if you can disagree with that person. Maybe you're talking to your boss. Maybe you're talking to your coworker or your husband or your wife. You're not exactly sure if you can disagree all the time. Maybe your mom, maybe your dad. You don't know, okay? So I'm going to give you one very direct way to disagree, and then another way to politely disagree. Like we're tiptoeing, we're being careful. So the first one, I disagree. Okay, this is very strong. This is very strong. If you say this to someone, they might, oh, okay, why? Okay, but if you want to be more polite, maybe you say, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Okay, and then you explain. What about this? Did you think about that? Did you consider this? Okay, so this is a polite way to disagree with the person, especially if that person is your boss or your coworker. Okay, we want to be a little more polite in professional settings because we want to show people that we respect them. Okay, this one, I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so is not as strong, but it is a clear disagreement. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so it can be direct, okay? But if you want it to be more polite, maybe you say, I don't know. Haha, but it's all about the tone. If you just say, I don't know, the person maybe is confused. So if you want to show your disagreement, you might need to say like this, I don't know. I don't know. Use a little intonation, draw out this sentence. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that, right? And when you draw out your words, you make them a little bit longer, you show doubt, okay? You show doubt. So, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you want to put your eyebrows together. I don't know. Okay, and then our last one, that's not true. Okay. Now, if you really want to disagree, you could say, that's a lie. Okay, but now, now you're getting angry. So you could say, that's not true. And again, if you say with a lot of emotion, that's not true. Oh, get ready. Get ready to hear back from that person, okay? So you might say, that's not true, okay? But if you're thinking, that's not true. I totally disagree, right? You're thinking that, but you want to be polite. So what can you say? You can ask a question, because in English, questions are always a little bit more polite. Where did you hear that? Where did you see that? Where did you read that? Okay, so this might be a situation where you have to interrupt. The person is saying, we're at work, right? So everybody knows this rule, and some people are ignoring this rule, and you're thinking, what rule? That's not true. That's totally unfair, right? So you think, wait, who knows about the rule? Wait, where did I see the rule? Where is it? And you start to ask questions. You're expressing disagreement, and you're trying to get more information, but you're opening it up like a conversation. Okay? You're not saying that's not true, right? Because in a professional setting, you don't want to get angry. You want to stay calm. You want to stay respectful, okay? So I would start to ask a question, something like, wait, can you explain that? Or where did you see that? Where did you read that? I don't know what you're talking about, right? These are all showing disagreement. Okay, but they're not threatening. They're not, that's not true. Okay, everybody. So those are my examples for agree and for disagree. If you have any questions, type them in the chat below. Thanks for watching. Give me a like and a subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye-bye.